Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here today and I hope that you enjoy this podcast. It's a podcast about all things knitting and yarns and I just hope that you absolutely love it. If you do, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. You can find me both on Instagram and Ravelry as Julienne Knitter, and as always I link everything I chat about down below this video. It has been a little bit more than a week since the last podcast, and I have some amazing things to share, some new cast-ons. So first, let's dive right into finished objects. I am first wearing my Winter Trees pullover. This was knit out of Camp Fiber Yarns in her Mariana's Trench and Tiramisu. It is one of those patterns that I do have on Ravelry already. Really love the color, the fit, and everything. I really love this pattern. And yeah, so finished objects. I finished off a pair of socks. Let me see if I can find my sock locker. This was a pair of socks for the Yarn of the Month for the Patreon group of August. And this was Whitney of MoonGlow. She had come out with this yarn teeny sock set and I finished the pair of socks. This was knit. This fun little thing is from my Oh So Basic collection, and I also did a fun little toe. So I started the decreases with the green and did about halfway, then I switched off to the purple and it kind of gave like a little peekaboo, which I really liked. It was knit on 2.25 millimeter needles and used a Afterthought heel. Absolutely love Whitney's yarn, and this one is going to go into my box of socks. I will be filming a update today on the box of socks, so if you are interested, I have a fun video going over all of my box of socks and my husband's. So I'm planning from now until Christmas to knit each of us 12 pairs of socks and using up some beautiful stash yarns from the shop. And I'm going to be doing some monthly updates. So separate from the podcast, I'm going to be giving you guys what I've knit up to then, how much yarn, what I'm working on next, all of that for the box of socks. So if you are interested in that, I will link that video down below, and I am hoping to film the first check-in with you all. So for the month of August, and I'm going to be doing one check-in every month. I thought it was fun just to kind of have it separate from the podcast in case you're not interested in my crazy sock knitting, but let's all be honest. You're probably here all for the sock knitting. But yeah, so that one is going to go into my box of socks. The first up is a project that I am working on, and I am so excited to be doing up the adult version of this pullover. I had shown off the children's version on Instagram on a live, and you guys were really asking for an adult version. I'll put a photo right here. So the original version is knit worsted weight held double and creates a bulky weight, and is also knit with 3 different colors. So one on the top, one on the middle, and one on the bottom. For the adult version, I thought that I would do this out of just worsted weight yarn held single, and that for my version for the women's, I was going to try with 2 different colors. So use one for the yoke, a contrast color, and then again the bottom the same as the yoke on the top. Creating 2 different types of versions that you can knit as well. If you want, you know, not all 3 different, if you would just want 2, really make it your own. So I reached out to my friends at We Are Knitters, and they so generously sent the yarn support for the women's adult version in their new Easy Breezy yarn. Now, this is something that I had never tried a type of fiber. It is bamboo and cotton mix, which is luxurious. Cotton can sometimes come off as crunchy or like not soft at all, and this one mixed with the bamboo feels like butter. No joke, it's incredible to work with. I love it. Like, I want to design multiple garments out of this yarn. It is so pretty, so amazing. I just really, really love it. So it is 51% bamboo, 49% cotton, 245 yards per 100 grams. And for the sample, I decided, like I mentioned, to go with 2 different colors. So the first color on the top is olive. And then I just started with the natural that is going to be in the middle. And I just split for the sleeves. I did some short rows in the back. There's optional short row shaping for the adult version. And I have both for the men and women. Now this is in test knit right now, but I do have some sizes available for men's 5, 6, 7, and 8, and I think women's 8 and 9. So if you are interested in those sizes, and only in those sizes, I will put the application below. The deadline is October 1st. So, absolutely love this sweater. Yeah, I'm hoping to finish it by the next podcast, have this sweater done, because I'm trying to just go through it and finish it within 2 weeks. Hopefully I can do that. I don't know what it is with the olives, but I am loving olives and greens. I did my olive branch tee, which is coming out tomorrow, and I'll show. I did that one out of Whitney in her Olivine Daydream color. Loved it so much that when I saw this color on We Are Knitters, I'm like, I have to. I have to. And I'm loving it. I think that is something that can be with my skin tone and my hair. I think it can be like a staple color in my wardrobe. Really, really love it. So that's this one. I am knitting it on a US 8 and the ribbing on a US 6. So this one is going to be coming out, both the adult and children version, in October. So that will come out. And I have it in a Maria bag. Really, really love this bag. It fits so much. So many things. We are sold out of this type of bag in the shop, but I just really, really love it. It's the zippered bag. Now I did mention the olive branch tee. So this is the one that is going to be released tomorrow or tonight on Patreon if you are a member. This one is a super fun, size inclusive, all my patterns are, and is knit out of Whitney MoonGlow Olivine Daydream in her fingering weight base. And this pattern is coming out tomorrow. I've been wearing it non-stop. It's such a good fit, such a good garment. All of my test knitters are wanting to make more of them. They really, really love it. And it's a pattern that looks good on every size. I'm going to put fun slideshow here of some of my test knitters that have just, it's amazing. They're so good. So I'll put that here. So yeah, as you can see, it looks good on every shape, on every body. It's one of those patterns that I want to make another one out of this pattern, but like maybe in a purple or something. So yeah, so this pattern is going live tomorrow, August 17th, in my Ravelry page. Sign up for my newsletter, never to miss out on any releases. The next work in progress is another design. Put this on the side. So the next design that I have is knit out of Whitney of MoonGlow in her Advent. I do know that Whitney is going to have more Advents coming soon, so let me grab that for you guys. Look at this beautiful basket. I have all of Whitney's yarn, all of the yarn for the Advent. I'm so excited. This is a pattern idea that I've had for years, And then me and Whitney were talking about designing a pattern for the advent, and it just like, it meshed together so good. Yeah, so Whitney's advent is not a mystery advent. It is, I think, 24 or 25 20-gram minis in a rainbow of her iconic, incredible colors. So I've already completed the first 2 colors. And what I'm doing is I'm actually putting the minis, once I'm done with them, in a separate bag, because for the month of December, I'm going to be knitting up a scrappy pair of socks using all of her advent leftovers, which are going to be so beautiful. I can't wait. So once I'm done with them, I put them in a separate bag so that I don't get mixed up, and what I have in my beautiful little basket is actually what is needing to be knit. And let me show you a sneak peek. I am doing up a Candy Mountain cowl. Candy Mountain is one of my patterns that I've released maybe 2.5 years ago. That is one of my most popular patterns, and I have been wanting to make a cowl out of that pattern for years. And this year with Whitney, it was meant to be. So I am on the 3rd color right now. Let me get this so that you can see. First color, second color, and I'm working on the 3rd. The Candy Mountain pattern is one of those that is so easy, really mindless, intuitive, a lot of fun. And this pattern is going to be probably released in November and can be used with any type of advent, any mini skeins, any leftovers. It is going to be released to the public, so you can grab it for all of your advent projects. Also, I do want to mention that it's going to be the looped, twisted loop. So all your ends are going to be in the inside, which means that you do not have to weave in any ends. No ends to weave in with all of those mini skeins. They're all going to be in the inside of your work. So I don't even want you to stress about that. You're just going to have some fun knitting up a beautiful cowl. And it's something that's also very doable to do 1 color a day. It's one of those projects that I find that there's some advent projects that are just not doable in 25 days. But this one, I promise, it's amazing and doable. So I'm using US 4, US 5. I have my Camp Fiber little needle stitch stoppers, so nothing is going away. And I just have this in my beautiful basket. The main color that I'm using throughout is Whitney's Cottonwood Breeze, which you can purchase along with the advent. I would recommend 1 to 2 skeins of the Cottonwood Breeze and to have that. I'm really excited. This is Hunted Rose. This is one of my favorite colors from Whitney. Can't wait. This is the 4th one. I've even I skeined up, caked up the first 6 colors. That's what I'm planning on doing. I'm scanning up or cake up, excuse me, as I go, the colors, and then put them in another bag and keep going. I'm hoping to finish this by October and doing a stripe here and there every few days. I have this next to me on our couch, and I just think that it's beautiful. I'm able to enjoy a advent project very early on. I cannot wait to see all of your versions of this cowl. I think that it's going to be, I don't know, I think it's going to be a staple. I have the Homespun House Advent this year that I wasn't sure what I was planning on doing, but I think I want to make another Candy Mountain cowl out of Molly's Advent. I think that would just be beautiful. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, so that is on my needles. Like I said, I'm thinking it's going to be coming out in November for all of your Advent projects. So I hope you guys are excited about that pattern. And let me know in the comments, are you guys joining in any Advents? Are you doing any Advent swap with your friends? Let me know. I know that this year I have Victoria of Vita Lifestyle, her amazing Advent, as well as Molly of a Homespun House, which I'm so excited. I am going to be doing Vlogmas again this year, so You will see all of that over on YouTube where you're watching this. I will be opening up each day for the Advents and sharing. I'm just really excited for Advent season. It's a lot of fun. The next project that I do want to share while I'm on a Whitney train is the Joji Locatelli released the Lace and Fade Boxy. I will put a photo here. Joji is a master in her art. Like, I don't know how she does it. Her patterns are incredible. And I was chatting with Whitney and she decided to make some kits and I'm like, yes, please, please, please. Like, we need to do this. So you can grab this kit in Whitney's shop, and she also has a kit with the Blues of April Showers. So you need for the kit 1 skein of mohair, which is something Whitney does not really do in her shop, so she's just doing it for these kits. And Cottonwood Breeze. 1 skein for my size. I'm doing the size 2, I think, or 3. And then a main color of Cottonwood Breeze. And then we have 450 grams in these beautiful pinks. Isn't that gorgeous? When Whitney showed me the photos, I'm like, this needs to be cast on. This needs to be done. It's just too perfect. Whoops, that one fell. So yeah, you can grab those in the shop of Whitney of MoonGlow. I will link it below. I have this in a bag and it's just waiting to be cast on. I really need to finish the sweater of We Are Knitters and then I can cast on another garment for me. I also have this in a brand new bag that I purchased. Molly of A Homespun House had some kits and I have been wanting a knitting unicorn bag for years and years. And I saw this print with the sock set and I grabbed it. I'm just like, I'm gonna grab it because it's so perfect. I love it. I think it's beautiful. And I just folded it over and it kind of made like a little bucket, which is perfect for the yarn. And it's pink. Like, it goes with the theme. When you have a bag and it goes with the yarn, it's just like meant to be. So I really love it and I cannot wait to cast this on. Yeah, really, really excited. The next project that I do want to cast on is going to be a test knit for Anna Johanna. I do not know if I shared about this on the last podcast or not. So I test knit last year the Vaaka cardigan for Anna Johanna out of Knit Picks in their Stroll Dove Heather, as well as the Aloft in Carbon. So it was the adult version and she came out with a test knit call for a children's version. And I was like, sign me up. The girls need matching sweaters for me. I have this in another Maria bag that I purchased, I think last year. And I have already printed off the pattern and I've caked up my yarn. So you have stripes of a speckled yarn or tonal, and then you have stripes of mohair or Surrey. And I decided to get the girls to actually go in my stash and pick out the colors themselves. I did not pick these colors. They are the ones. So Claire went in my stash and first picked out this beautiful skein of Surrey alpaca from Camp Fiber Yarns, and it is the color Pop Rocks. So that's her base. And it is as bright as you can see. So pretty. And the second skein of yarn that she chose to go with it is Molly of A Homespun House in her Stellina You Showed Me color. Whoop. Like, isn't that? I love when they pick out their own colors. I think that is going to be Such a beautiful cardigan for Claire. And here is Molly's tag and the base. I'm hoping to cast this on within the next week or two. I know that this is just going to fly off the needles, especially in the girls size. I'm going to be testing out the 6-year-old size because the girls are turning 5 in January, which is crazy. And I cannot believe they're already turning 5. But yeah, so I have this in here waiting to be cast on, printed out the pattern, got the yarn caked up, and it's ready to go. I want to get it done. So that's everything I've been working on that I can share. I am also working on the Coffee House Sock Club patterns in the background. I'm working on a few things. I'm so excited. I do want to mention for the Coffee House Sock Club, I only have 8 yarn kits left in the shop. If you were wanting to get a yarn kit, I will not be restocking them. They will not be restocked. The patterns are coming out September 15th, September and October and November 15th. And these are the 3 yarns, the sock sets that I've used in the patterns. So if you want to grab it, please do. I only have 8 kits left. So that, and after that, once they're gone, they're gone. So if you wanted to grab some of those, please do, because they're only available until they sell out. I also received some fun yarn in the mail that I wanted to share with you all. Wooldreamers is a yarn that I have been dying to try. And I was in the talks and they sent me yarn, and I'm going to be designing a fun cardigan out of this. Now, let me show you that yarn. Look at this woolly goodness. All right. I know what you're thinking. Julie, you don't like scratchy wool. This is not scratchy. It is the most, like, I could go to sleep with this. I could cuddle this. It's incredible. So this is from Wooldreamers, and it's called, I might butcher this, Manchelopi. If you have a chance to knit with this, I highly recommend it. So it is a DK weight, approximately 252 yards per 100 grams, and it is 100% wool. Now, this smells as if it just came from the sheep. I love sniffing yarn. And this type of yarn comes actually double stranded, and you knit these strands together to create a DK weight gauge, DK to worsted weight gauge. And it just gives that your piece extra structure. So I have 1 plate of the natural, and I have 5, I have 1 more over there, just didn't all fit, of the gray. And like I said, and it's like air. This is going to be a cardigan that I think I will never take off. I'm so thankful to collaborate with Wooldreamers, and it's just, yeah, I cannot wait. I can't wait to see and feel the texture and swatch. Like, I'm actually excited to swatch and see how it feels on the needles, see how texture comes up, and I'm just so beyond excited. And it's not scratchy whatsoever. It's lightweight. If you guys all know Brooklyn Tweed yarn, it's even lighter than Brooklyn Tweed Shelter. Like, this feels like nothing. It's crazy. And it smells like cheaps. I love it. I really love it. I cannot wait to knit with it. I have to get other things off of my needles, but trust me, you guys, this is hopping right on and is going to be the warmest cardigan, comfy, cozy. So look out for this design. I'm really, really excited. It's going to be a cardigan with like a beautiful shawl, collar, potentially pockets, potentially some pockets. So I'm so excited. So thank you so much to my friends. Also at Montricot in Quebec for sending that over. So that's everything that I have been working on. I also received in the mail Nicole C. Mendez, her Halloween countdown advent box, whatever you want to call it. So funny story with this one is that it arrived at my post office and I went to go get it with my husband and I couldn't open up the box. Like I could not, like Nicole taped this box so well, I couldn't open it. And my husband was laughing at me because yes, it's a Halloween countdown box. Am I supposed to be opening it up in August? No, I have nothing. I have no reason to open this up in August, but needless to say, I've tried. I was taking the keys and I was trying to rip this box open. He's like, I think that she knew you would be doing this and extra taped the box so you can't open it. And I'm like, you're probably right. You're probably right. So I get home, open up the box, and I see these beautiful yarns in bags. Nicole does an incredible job with all of her boxes and themes and stuff. So let me grab those. They are all in here. Nicole's Christmas and Halloween box are 4 full skeins of self-striping yarn to open up on each Sunday leading up to Halloween and Christmas. And they are always in these beautiful bags. I remember for Christmas they were red, and now for Halloween they are black. And you even have a tag and it tells you what date you should be opening up which package. And you will see, you guys would be so proud of me because look, they're all closed. I couldn't open them. She tied them up so tight that I can't open them. I can't even peek. So I'm gonna try to be a good girl, and I'm gonna put these away. And when October comes, I will open them. If anybody knows me, I'm the person who like opens up the advents before, so it's taking everything because I love Halloween. But I'm not. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. So yeah, if you haven't already, I also grabbed the Christmas box, and that one I'm really, really excited for. All right, friends, I think that's all. So I just want to say a huge thank you to you guys for getting this far. And I hope that you have an amazing week or day or night, wherever you are. And as always, happy knitting. And until next time, bye.